Now our next practical is interfacing serial port with PC both side communication. This is the problem statement given by the university, and here they want to connect the two devices together with the serial communication. Okay, one of the device is the PC and second device is the our microcontroller, that is the PIC 18F4520. Means one device is PC and second device is 18F4520, and these two devices are connected together with the help of serial communication, and we want to transfer data from one device to other. Okay, now to support this serial communication there are various modules are available in 18F4520. One of the module is a UART module. Second one is there is a I2C module, SPI module. In this fashion CAN module is also there, which are supporting serial communication. We know that we are going for serial communication because with the help of less wire we can transfer data from one device to other, whereas other method in parallel communication number of wires are there. That's why cost is there more, as well as maintenance is also more. And to avoid that we are going for serial communication, and these are the various modules which are supporting serial communication, such as the UART module, SPI module, I2C module, and CAN module, etc. Out of that we are taking help of UART module. UART module is nothing but universal asynchronous receiver transmitter. Yes, there is other module is also there. It is called as a universal synchronous asynchronous receiver transmitter. We can choose one of the option, either synchronous option or asynchronous option. Okay, then next one is we are using UART, that is universal asynchronous receiver transmitter. Here these two devices, one is a PC and second one is our controller, that is PIC 18F4520, which is connected with the help of UART module. There are there are basically three wires we are using for interfacing purpose. One of the wire is a transmitter pin, second one is a receiver pin, and the next one is a ground. In this fashion, with the help of three wire, we are transferring data from one device to other. Means with the help of few wires, we are transferring data from one device to other. Okay, here transmitter pin of one device is connected to receiver of other, whereas the transmitter of second is connected to receive of first. In this fashion they are intercross connected to transfer data from one device to other. Okay, then next one is to support this UART module there are various registers are available in architecture of 18F4520. Now these registers are serial port baud rate generator. Next one is transfer buffer register, receive buffer register, transmit status and control register, receive status and control register, peripheral interrupt register 1. In this fashion these registers are there which is supporting UART module. One by one we will discuss each register separately. Okay, now first one is actually we are transferring data in serial communication with the help of baud rate. Now what do you mean by baud rate? The rate at which number of bits are transmitted from personal computer to microcontroller or vice versa is stated as BPS, that is bit per second. Other terminology for BPS is baud rate. Means baud rate is number of bits per second. Okay, now we are transferring data from one device to other, means from PC to microcontroller, and we are with the help of various baud rates. Various options are available there, which such as 19200, 9600, 4800, 2400, 1200, etc. We can choose any baud rate as per our choice. Once the baud rate is set, the data is transferred with this respective baud rate. Now, whatever baud rate we want, for that you must set the specific number into the baud rate generator register. Okay, and for that we are taking help of baud rate formula. Now baud rate formula is desired baud rate is equal to F oscillator. This is nothing but your main oscillator upon 64 into x plus 1. Now this is the formula. With the help of this, we are calculating the value of x, and this value of x we are putting into the baud rate generator register. Okay. Now we are taking one example how to calculate that baud rate for a device with a, for example, we are saying crystal frequency we are considering 10 megahertz and desired baud rate is 9600. You can choose any one as per your choice. Now I am just selecting 9600, a synchronous mode. Now based on this statement, I want to calculate the x value. I'm just taking that formula, that is desired baud rate is equal to f oscillator upon 64 into x plus 1. Now desired baud rate is 9600, f oscillator is 10 megahertz upon 64 into x plus 1. Here all things are known, only x is unknown. We are taking it out. Okay, then formula become x is equal to this 9600 upon this 10 megahertz, it's coming 156250 upon desired baud rate minus 1. Okay, now according to this we are just calculating value of x, and that x value you are putting into the register SPBRG. Okay, next register is transmit status and control register. Now, before that, I want to discuss next two registers. Already I discussed this serial port baud rate generator. I've just calculated value of x and I'm placing that value into this register, that is SPBRG, that is serial port baud rate generator. Then next regarding transfer buffer register, here that is TX register. Now we are saying that we want to transfer data from one device to second device. Okay, now for example, first device is PC and second device is our controller, that is a PIC 18F4520. Now I want to send the data from PC to other side. Okay, whatever data I want to transmit, I must place somewhere, and that register is called as a transfer buffer register. Okay, that is transfer buffer register. Whatever 8-bit data I want to transmit, I first place into this respective register, that is called as a transfer buffer register. Okay, once I place that desired data into transfer buffer register, then as per the baud rate, one by one bit will out. Actually data is 8-bit data, all 8-bit will not out, because there is only one wire, well, only one transmit pin is there, and with the help of one pin only one bit will out at a time, and that's why all 8 bits first placed into the transmit buffer register. Then after that, as per the desired baud rate, it one by one bit will out from this transmit pin, and it is reach up to the receiver pin of other side, means it is reach up to the receiver pin of 18F4520. Okay, once it is received by the PIC microcontroller, it all 8 bits are not coming at a time, one by one bits are coming. Okay, means one by one bits are coming, that time one by one bits are taken inside, and when all 8 bits are available, okay, it is hold somewhere, and that register is called as a receive buffer register. Means function of receive buffer register is to accept one by one all bits, and when all bits are arrived, means all 8 bits are arrived, then it will give interrupt to the controller. Okay, that all new data is arrived, please read that. In this fashion actual serial communication is done with through this two registers. Means whatever data you want to transmit, first place into the transmit buffer register or transfer buffer register, then one by one bit will out through the TX pin, it is coming on a RX pin, one by one all bits are coming. Okay, and when all bits are entered, all 8 bits are entered, and receive buffer register is full, that time it will interrupt the controller, that new data is fully arrived, please read that. Okay, now next one is when you are saying that first data you are placing into TX pin. Okay, now you are transmitting through the TX pin, transmit pin. Okay, when one by one bits are out, suppose all 8 bits are out from this transfer buffer register, means it's become empty, then only place the new data which you want to transmit. Means you are initially you are sending one data which having 8 bits, you are placing here tx register pin. Yes, TX pin. It is coming one by one bit is out. Okay, out of 8 bits, suppose 5 bits are out and 3 bits are already available here, and you are just placing the new data there. That time new data will corrupt the previous data. To avoid that, we must check that this is fully empty or not. Once this is fully empty, then only place the new data. Suppose already few data is available. For example, I am placing first data is a and few character of A is already available in some are present in TX register, and in between I place the new data of B. Then what happens? B will overwrite on A, and A is not properly passed to the next device. Okay, and we don't want that corruption, and that's why when all 8 bits, initially all 8 bits we are placing into TX register, one by one bit will out as per the baud rate. When all 8 bits are out and this become empty, that time only control first PC will send the next data, will place the next data into this register. Okay, similar way, when all data is out, it will interrupt the controller, or it will interrupt the PC, that is through peripheral interrupt register. Okay, similar way, when all bits are entered through a receive register. Okay, out of 8 bits, suppose 5 bits are entered and 3 are not till receive. In that case, suppose you read that data, then you read the incorrect data. Okay, means you must read the data only when all 8 bits are available in register receive buffer register, then only read the data. Okay, and when all 8 bits are arrived, it will interrupting the controller by giving by setting the interrupt flag. Okay, then next register is transmit status and control register. Now as per the meaning of this register, this is a TXSTA. This is the short form. In the program, we are using this short form, that is TXSTA is nothing but transmit status and control register. As per the name of this register, it is showing the status of transmission process as well as it is controlling the transmission process. In this fashion, this register performing both action. It is showing the status of transmission process as well as it is controlling the transmission process. Now we will see that register. Transmit status and control register, which is showing which having status bits as well as controlling bits. Okay, now this is a 8-bit register, that is bit number 0 to bit number 7. Now meaning of each bit we will discuss here. Now bit number 7. Bit number 7 function is clock source selection bit. Okay, in asynchronous mode there is no need of clock source, means don't care, this bit is not considered. Okay, and for synchronous mode we are just setting it 1 or 0 as per clock source, either it is from master or it is from source. Okay, according to that, but in our practical we are performing asynchronous mode, and that's why we are not considering bit number 7. Next is bit number 6. In bit number 6, it is declaring, actually data is either, there are two options of data size, either data is 8-bit data or 9-bit data. Suppose you are interested to send the data of 9-bit, that time enable this bit, means 1 is for enabling the 9th bit and 0 means you are disabling 9th bit, means data is only 8-bit data. In this fashion, data size having two options, either 8-bit data or 9-bit data. 1 means 9-bit data and 0 means 8-bit data. Next one is bit number 5. Okay, bit number 5 is a TX enable, that is transmit enable bit. Here 1 means enable transmission process and 0 means disable transmission process. Okay, means with the help of this bit we are controlling, enabling and disabling the transmission process. Means in our practical you must set this bit as a 1. means to enable the transmission process. Then bit number 4, that is EUART mode selection bit. EUART is nothing but enhanced UART module. Okay, here it is just showing which mode you are interested. One means you are interested in synchronized mode, and 0 means asynchronous mode. Synchronous mode means you are as per the clock signal, both the one device is sending the data, other device is receiving that data. In asynchronous mode, whatever data you want to transmit, first convert into the package. Means suppose your 8-bit data is there or 9-bit data is there, you must convert that data into the package by adding start bit and stop bit. Okay, and by adding start bit and stop bit, you're converting data into the package or frame. Okay, and then you are sending from one device to other. Okay, then next one is a send break character bit. Okay, one means send a synchronous break on next transmission, and 0 means sync break transmission completely. Then next, regarding baud rate selection bit, bit number 2. Now in asynchronous mode, there are two options are there, that is one means high speed and 0 means low speed. Now what do you mean by this low speed and high speed? Actually, once you set the baud rate as per your choice, for example, in our example we are considering baud rate is 9600. Once you set that baud rate, all bits will transfer with the same baud rate, that is 9600. That time we are placing this particular bit as a 0, and suppose you are making this bit as a 1, means high speed, means whatever baud rate you set, it get double. Means suppose you are setting the baud rate is 9600, it get double, and bits will transfer with the double baud rate. Next one is bit number 1. It is a status, that is transmit shift register status bit. When this particular bit is 1, means your transmit shift register is empty, and suppose it is 0, means transmit shift register is full. In this fashion, you can just check the status of transmit shift register, that is transfer shift register. Whatever data you placed, it is fully out or not, that is considered by it is verified with the help of this particular bit. 1 means it is empty, and 0 means it is full. Okay, and bit number 0, that is ninth bit. Ninth bit of suppose your data is a 9-bit data. Actually, data transmit buffer register having only 8-bit register, we can place only 8-bit there. Then where to place the ninth bit? Ninth bit you can place at this particular location, that is bit number 0. In this fashion, you can transmit maximum 9-bit data. Okay, now next register is receive status and control register. Now this is also 8-bit register. Okay, now receive status and control register means it having some status bits as well as some controlling bit also, means it is combination of both. It is showing the status of reception process, as well as it is controlling the reception process. And in this fashion, it having both the bits, and that's why it is called as a receive status and control register. Now this is a 8-bit register. Here I will give explanation of each bit. Now bit number 7, that is SPEN, that is serial port enable bit. When this particular bit is 1, that time you are interested for serial port enabling. You are interested for serial communication. And suppose this bit is 0, you are disabling the serial port, means you are not interested in serial communication. There are two ways, either serial communication or parallel communication. Suppose you are interested in serial communication, this bit must be 1. Means in our practical, this bit must be 1. Then only you can perform practical on a serial communication. Next bit number 6 is ninth bit receive enable bit. You are interested in 9-bit data or not? Suppose it is 1, you are selecting 9-bit data. Suppose it is 0, you are selecting 8-bit data. In this fashion, you are enabling 9-bit or 9th bit or not. Okay. Next one is your bit number 5. Bit number 5 is single receive enable bit. In asynchronous mode, we are not taking care. Okay, and in synchronous mode, there are both options are there, but we are performing asynchronous mode, and that's why we are not considering this particular bit. Next one is bit number 4. Bit number 4 is continuous receive enable bit. Okay, and this is represent as CREN. In asynchronous mode, there are two options are there. One means you are enabling receiver, or 0 means disable receiver. Means continuous reception you are interested or not, or you are interested for single reception. Means single byte you are only receive, or you want to receive multiple bytes. As per your choice, either you make here 1 or 0. Okay. Next one is address detect enable bit. Suppose ninth bit you are saying, then where is the location of ninth bit, you can mention with the help of this particular bit. Next one is bit number 2, that is framing error bit. Now you are saying that you are using asynchronous mode, means directly data you are not sending, you are sending, you are first placing the data into the transmit buffer register. Then transmit buffer register convert that data into the package by adding start bit and stop bit. Okay, and then data is converted into the package or converted into the frame. During converting data into the package or frame, suppose any error generates, then this particular bit become 1. What it indicates? There is a framing error is there. Okay, and suppose 0, there is no framing error, means for converting data into the package there is no error. Similar way, overrun error bit means when you are transmitting the package from one device to other, suppose in between, suppose error generates, that time overrun error bit will become 1, and suppose there is no overrun error, it's be remain 0. Then next bit is bit number 0, that is location for ninth bit received. Or suppose you are enabling the ninth bit. Okay, actually one by one data is coming through the RX pin and it is placed into the receive buffer register. Receive buffer register receive all the bits of the package. It just split the it's remove the start bit and stop bit. 8-bit data placed into the receive buffer register. Now where to place the ninth bit? Ninth bit is placed at this particular location. Okay, in this fashion, suppose your data is 9-bit data, ninth bit is located at this location. Now according to this much theory knowledge, we will just write the programming step for serial communication. Now first configure the EUART, that is enhanced UART module. First set the baud rate by putting appropriate value in SP, that is serial port baud rate generator register. Okay, I mean, there are different options we know, that is a 1200, 2400, 4800, 9600, 19200. In this fashion number of options are there. Out of that, which option we want, we are just choosing that option, we are just calculating value of x, and that x value we are putting into the SPBRG, that is serial port baud rate generator register. The next task is you must enable the serial communication, means serial SPEN, that is serial port enable bit must be 1. Okay, then only serial communication will possible, means you are enabling serial port, and this bit is available in which register, that is receive status and control register, that we already discussed here. I just show that status. This is your receive status and control register. Within this bit must be 1. Then only serial communication is possible. Okay. Then next bit is means your serial communication is enabled. Next step is TX enable transmit enable bit must be 1, means transmission process must be enabled. Now where this bit is, it is in a TXSTA, that is transmit status and control register, bit number 5. this TX enable pin. 1 means enable and 0 means disable. Okay, means your transmission process must be enable, means this bit must be 1, means you are doing this in the program. You are making this bit as a bit number 5 as a 1, that is TX EAN pin is equal to 1. Next one is continuous receive enable bit must be 1, means whatever data sent by the PC, your controller must continuously receive that. Receiver processor receiving process must be enabled, and for that you are making CREN bit as a 1. Now this bit is located in receive status and control register, that is here, that is bit number 4, that is continuous receive enable bit. This continuous receive, 1 means enable and 0 means disable. Okay, means this bit must be 1. Next, once all this set configuration is over, means you set the baud rate, you are enabling the serial communication, you are enabling the transmission process, you are enabling the reception process. When all this configuration is over, then we start the transmission process. Now, according to that, for transmission, whatever data you want to transmit, first place into the TX register, that is transmit buffer register. Then transmit buffer register convert that data into the package by adding start bit and stop bit. Okay, and after that, as per the baud rate, the bits are package is out through the TX pin. Okay, when all bits are out and this TX register is empty, then it will set the TXIF flag, which indicate that TX register is now empty and it is ready for the next transmission. Okay, means when TXIF flag is 1, then only you are performing the next action. Okay, suppose you are placing some data here, and out of that only few bits are out, is out of 8 only 4 bits are out and 4 bit are here only, and you are placing the new data, it will corrupt the previous one. Okay, and that's why we are taking care that once you place the data, then transmission process is already enabled, then one by one bit will out as per the baud rate, and when all bits are out, then only your TXIF flag become 1. Up to that it will remain 0 only. When TXIF flag is 0, means your transmission is in a process, and TXIF is equal to 1, which indicate that transmission is over and it is ready for next transmission. Next is for reception process. In the reception process, we are continuously receiving all the bits through the RX pin, and it is placed into the RC register, that is receive buffer register. When all bits are available here, means all 8 bits are available here, that time it will set receive interrupt flag. All 8 bits are available and it will interrupt the controller with the help of setting receive interrupt flag. Now this receive interrupt flag is located into which register? PIR1, that is peripheral interrupt register 1. Okay, means when you are when this particular flag become 1, that indicate that all new data is arrived completely, and after that it will interrupting the controller for the reading action. Okay, in this fashion, then controller will read the data from receive buffer register and place to the respective location, otherwise it is passed to display on the screen. Now this is the algorithm for the serial communication. Now based on this knowledge, we will just write the code. Okay, our problem statement is for interfacing serial port with PC both side communication. This is our problem statement. We want to transfer data from our PC to the microcontroller, that is PIC 18F4520. Now for that we are just writing the uh, first steps is we are just including the IC number, that is PIC 18F4520 header file. Then we are just configuring various configure register such as oscillator as a high speed, PWRT not necessary, that's why it is off, watchdog timer not necessary, we can directly reset the controller, That's why it is also off. Debug is off, and LVP, low voltage power, is also off. These tips are common for all PIC microcontroller practical. Okay, then next we are just writing the various subroutines. First subroutine is send UART. Next subroutine name is that TX data, means transmit data. Next subroutine is RX data, means receive data. Next variable you are declaring as a serial data whose nature is unsigned char, and then one text you are writing here within the array is a serial transmit. In this fashion you can write any message as per your demands. Okay, next, one by one, now we will discuss all these subroutines, and then we will write the main program based on this subroutine. Okay, now first subroutine is receive data. In receive data we will first check the condition of RSIF flag. Suppose RSIF flag is equal to 0. Now this bit is from which register? PIR1 bits RSIF. When this bit become 0, you will remain in a while loop. What it indicates? Reception process is in continuation. Okay, when this bit become 1, what it indicates? Reception is over and data is fully are available into which register? RC, receive buffer register. Now return this value to the main program. Okay, whatever data here, it is read by the controller and passed to next. Either it will store somewhere or it will pass to display, and in our program we are passing this for display purpose. Next one is, the next subroutine is TX data, that is transmit data. Now first whatever data you want to transmit, first placed into which register? TX register. That is data 1, that is the first data which I want to transmit. I will first place into which register? TX register. TX register holding the data. Okay, 8-bit data. Then 8-bit data is converted into the package, and then it is one by one it will send through the TX pin as per the baud rate. Okay, and when it is in process, this TXIF flag remain 0, means if transmission is in a process. Okay, and when transmission is over, all packages out, that time TXIF flag become 0. It indicate that TX register is empty, all data is out, now it is empty and it is ready for next transmission. Okay, means when it is remain 0 means it is in process, and when it is become 1, you are coming out of this while loop. Okay, and it complete the transmission data, means first data is get transmitted. Next one is, next subroutine is send UART. In send UART subroutine, whatever message you want to transmit, there is number of characters are there. For example, serial transmission of PIC 18F4520. Whatever message you want to type, that having number of characters, that is characters declared by this variable I. Okay, now first we are writing while 1 PIC PIR1, that is peripheral interrupt register 1, TXIF is equal to 0. It means first character is not transmitted. When fully first character is out, that time you're coming out of that TX register is handling the next text I. Okay, means whatever message you want to type, it will take the next I. In this fashion, one by one all the characters from the message is taken into the TX register, and it is passed through the TX pin, and after every character you are just checking it is fully out or not. Okay, in this fashion one by one character of one by one each character of the message will out with the help of send UART subroutine. Next is a main function. In the main function, initially ADC con 1 is equal to 0f. We are not interested in ADC option, and that's why 0f. Next one is, you are setting the baud rate as per your demand. For example, my demand is baud rate is 4800. Then I will place that particular number here, that is SPBRG. Okay, then next you are enabling the serial communication. and that's why we are setting SPEN is equal to 1, and this SPEN, that is serial port enable, is equal to 1, and this bit is located where? It is located in RC, that is serial status and control register. Okay, and that's why we are writing this we are writing this statement. Next one is, you want to enable the transmission process, means TX enable must be 1. Now this bit is located in TX status and control register. Next one is to enable continuous reception process, and that's why the continuous reception enable is 1, and this bit is available in which register? Receive status and control register. This bit is 1. Once you are enabling communication, serial communication, you are enabling transmission process, you are enabling reception process. Once all this task is over, then you want to send the message, whatever you want to display on the screen. We want to display, that is serial transfer of 18F4520. Whatever message you are displayed, it will display on the screen while 1. Then next, whatever data is received from PC, that is RX data, is taken into the serial data. Serial data is one of the variable. Whatever data is received through the receive subroutine, it is coming into the serial data. Okay, then transmit. So through transmit subroutine, we are just transmitting the data on the screen, that is serial data. Whatever data is received by it controller plus 1, you are adding within that, means every character having some ASCII value, whatever ASCII value is received, you are adding within 1. Within that means next character we want to display on the screen. In this fashion we will write the code as per the problem statement. Now whatever code I explained, I will just create the hex file with the help of MPLAB. We are writing the code in MPLAB. We know the procedure. Okay, within this procedure, I am just creating the one folder with the name TC8. This is the name of the folder, and within that source file is serial.c. And I just copied that code here. Now I will save that code and build that code. Now code built successfully, and it generate the hex file successfully, and the path for hex file is in desktop pick practical serial 8 folder, within that TC8 distinction default production. In this way, this is the path of the hex file. Okay, and within this program I just explain all these points. I'm just giving the text, that is serial transmit for pick 18F4520. it will display on the screen. Then I'm just enabling all these things and sending the whatever data is transmit. Okay, that is plus 1, you are adding plus 1 there. Then save it, build it, it remain in the same folder. Okay, now I will copy that hex file on a Proteus software. On a Proteus software I just construct this design for serial communication. Whatever data is coming from the PC to the controller, that is pick 18F4520, that is just here, that is pick 18F4520, that is received by from PC, and that is display on the virtual screen. Okay, now whatever hex file you developed, just dump within this 18F4520. I will dump that code now. Path is pick practical serial 8 folder, within that this default production hex. Okay, then say okay, then run that program. Once you dump that code into this 18F4520, now we will run that program. Now just see here the screen, the serial transfer for pick 18F4520. This is the message you displayed. After that, whatever number I press from the keyboard of PC, the PC will transmit that data through the UART port that is accepted by this 18F4520, and it is just adding one within that and pass to display. Okay, now I am just pressing here A. Now it will display B. Suppose I'm pressing S, it will display T. Suppose press D, that time it display E. Suppose I'm pressing F, it will display G. Suppose I press 1, it will display 2. Suppose I press 2, it will display 3. Suppose I press number 6, it will display 7. In this fashion, this controller add 1 within the number and it will display on the screen. Okay, I will make the modification now in the program. Now instead of this message, I will just add few things here. Serial transfer of PIC 18F for TB. Okay, I'm just making modification within the code now. Instead of adding 1, I will, whatever data I receive, I want to display. Okay, this means I will remove this part. Means whatever data I receive through the receive subroutine, it is coming to the serial data, and that whatever serial data received, it is displayed, transmitted and display on the screen. Okay, then again save it, build it. Now path remain as it is same. Okay, now dump within the your design. Now within this design, I will dump the path remains same as it is previous one. Say okay, then run that program. Now just see here, message will change, serial transmit for PIC 18F4520 for TEB. Okay, now after that I will just write the number. Whatever number I write, it will come as it is. A, just see here, A, B, S, D, F, G, H, 1, 2, 8, 9, like that. In this fashion, whatever data is transmitted by the keyboard of PC, it is transmitted by the PC and it is received by the 18F4520. Whatever data received by controller, it is passed to display. Okay, suppose you are writing here +2, it will add to within the ASCII value of the given character and it will display the next two character. Okay, for example, suppose you want to execute that, that is also possible. Means here I will write +2. Again save that, build that. Okay, now I will dump that code again in the ASCII. I will stop this first, then I will dump the new code. Path remain as it is. Okay, then play. Now serial transmit for PIC 18F4520 for TEB. This message remain as it is. After that, whatever character I pressed +2, okay, next character will display. For example, I pressed A, then it will display C. Suppose I press S, it will display U. Suppose I press D, it will display F. Suppose I press 1, it will display 3. Suppose I press 3, it will display 5, means +2. In this fashion, whatever character sent by the PC +2 is done in a microcontroller, because in our program we are writing +2, and that's why it get +2 and it is display on the screen. And this cover your serial communication.